Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to Cucumber Training Program. In the last class, we created the feature file in an Eclipse editor in which we created a step definitions for that. Sorry, we created a scenarios in that. All right. So now I would like to create a step definition. See, the first and the most important thing what we need to do is if we need to create a step definition, there are two different ways in order to create a step definition. Okay, the two different ways are just by running test runner class, Eclipse will generate step definitions. This is the first point. And the second point is a Chrome browser plugin. These are the two different ways how can we generate a step definition file. So let us start with the first option. So in order to go for this first option, the most important thing which we need to know is how can we configure test runner class for this Cucumber. Okay, how can we configure this test runner class for this Cucumber is the most important thing which we need to do. Okay, great. So let us start with this particular one. We have already created a package. Okay, we have already created a package which is a Cucumber options within our framework. Within these Cucumber options, we are gonna create a test runner class. So what is the significance of the test runner class? This test runner class will contains what are all the files it needs to execute, where exactly the step definition is, and all those things. So here I'm creating a new Java class and I'm naming it as test runner. I'm not writing any logics. I just created this test runner class. Inside this test runner, we need to specify two values. The first value is, okay, the first value is feature file location, and the second value is step definition location. That's it. So these are all the two different values of which we need to pass for this test runner class. The reason is it needs to pick the feature files, and from the feature files for every feature file step, there we need to define a step. For sure you need to specify the step definition. So here directly I can specify the folder locations for both of these in two different commands. We need to write down a two different commands to specify this information. Okay, we need to specify two different commands in order to do this particular one. Okay, great. So what are all the two different commands and how we need to use that? Let me copy this structure first of all from my previous test script so that I can explain it more clearly. So I just copied this structure, and now here we need to add at the rate runs with the Cucumber class. Okay, it's gonna runs with the Cucumber class, and the Cucumber options we are specifying are the first one is a feature file and the second one is a step definitions. So let me mouse over on a runs with and import a JUnit runner here. Guys, one small thing which you need to remember is we are using JUnit plus Cucumber here. Okay, and then let me mouse over on the Cucumber options and import a Cucumber options to this current class. I just imported these Cucumber related packages here, and here features. So I would like to specify the feature file location. So guys, if you clearly observe, it is under src test Java, and the feature files are inside a features package. So here src test Java and as well as a features. I specified the feature files location. Whereas this location, so whenever we specified up to folder location, whenever we specify up to folder location, if there are 20 feature files inside that, it will execute one after another. Okay, it will execute one after another. For suppose I don't want to execute all the feature files. I just want to execute only one. Then specify the file name followed by folder location. Okay, specify the file name followed by a folder location. So my file name is login page dot feature. So I'm copying the file name. I'm specifying slash slash login page dot feature. Okay, I just specified the complete folder location for this feature file. And the step definition, one thumb rule which we need to follow is, okay, one thumb rule which we need to follow is feature file folder and step definition folder should be under a same root, so that we no need to specify again the folder location for step definitions. Just we can pass only the package name which contains the step definitions. Okay, cool. I just specified my package name as a step definitions. I just specified that. As of now, okay, as of now, one small point which we need to remember is, as of now, in the current scenario, there is a nothing inside the step definitions, but anyways, we need to pass that location as an input. Great, that's it. I just created a test runner finally with these options. Let me look into my test runner once again, guys. So this test runner contains at the rate runs with the Cucumber JUnit option. Always the framework, whatever we are creating, will work with JUnit only. Okay, so that's the reason the test runner we are creating with a JUnit test runner, and the Cucumber options we are specifying the feature file location. If you would like to execute a specific file, just to specify the file name, also specify the features of folder. Automatically, it will execute all the features are present in that particular location. And the step definition, just to specify the step definition name, which is more than enough. The reason is the step definitions and as well as the features are under the same root. We no need to specify anything. Great. I have defined these things. Let me run my script. Run. So I'm running my test runner. I'm not running anything. Right click on a test runner, run as a JUnit test. I'm running my test runner. I'm running my test runner. So here the script got executed successfully. The JUnit script got executed successfully. If you observe the console, it is returning as one scenario. Yes, of course, my feature file contains only one scenario, and it contains three steps. Let me cross check whether my feature file contains the same thing or not. I'm opening my feature file. If you study this, it contains only one scenario. Out of four scenarios, we commented the three different scenarios, and the three different steps are given when and then. That's it. It's displaying here in the console. In the console, it is stating that one scenario is there. That's correct. Within the feature file, there is only one scenario. There are three steps, and moreover, the three steps are unimplemented steps. And here you can implement the missing steps with this snippet below. So it is stating that the ultimate point of what we need to consider out over here in order to generate a step definition is, we have created our feature file, and we don't know how to create a step definition, right? How to create a step definition file and its a syntaxes, right? I don't know how to create a step definition file and its a syntaxes. So I just created a test runner class in which I specified the feature file for which I haven't written step definition, and I executed that test runner class. In the console, it will display a message stating that there were no logics found for your feature step. Use below code snippet to generate the logics. So it means it is giving us a syntax to write down the step definition logics. Okay, the step definition logics, that's it. So this is what the syntax it is displaying. So given, it should display in this way. When, it should display in this way. Then it should display in this particular way. Great. So now what I am doing right now means, under the step definitions package, let me create a new class and I am naming it as login page. So I'm defining this one as a login page, and inside that, whatever the console it generated, I am copying these three lines or these three methods from the console, and I am pasting that logic inside the class name. I just pasted that logic inside the class name. From them, I'm removing the exceptions. So it is throwing some exceptions. I'm deleting the exception code. I just deleted that. But for given, when, and then, it is still throwing an error message. Just a mouse over on that. It is displaying as an import a cucumber. Again import a when cucumber. Again import a then cucumber. I just added all these import statements. And now here, system.out.println precondition defined in given, I am writing down. So here, uh, user actions defined in, where we have a defined when, right? So when, and here verifications defined in then. That's it. I have returned a basic logic here. I'm not writing down any super logic here. I have returned just a basic logic here, which will generate the step definitions and other stuff. And right now, if you go back to the login feature, still it is throwing a warning message. We have already written the step definition, but it is throwing a warning message. Press control from your keyboard and a mouse over on the given, it is displaying as a link. The meaning is the step definition was already implemented. Whenever the step definition was implemented for a step, whenever the step definition was implemented for any step in the feature file, then if we press control from the keyboard and if we mouse over on that step, it will display as a link, and when we click on that link, it will navigate to the step definition. Okay, it will navigate to that particular step definition. That's it. So this is the simple point. Okay, this is a simple point how we need to handle this, right? And still I can see these warning messages. To remove those warning messages, the only thing is close all the tabs and refresh your project once and open that feature file again. It doesn't display those warning messages now. The reason is we have already implemented those steps. It should reflect. It will take some time to reflect that information. That's the reason it haven't reflected earlier. But for each and everything, we have already returned these step definitions. So this is the way how can we create a step definition from the test runner class, which is the first option. Okay, how can we create a step definition from the test runner class, which is the first option we have already studied just now. Okay, cool. In the next class, we will see how to generate a step definition from a Chrome plugin. Thank you very much. Bye bye.